nigga high as a motherfucker, by the way. Let me go fast. I am the nigga young dog. I am the nigga young dog. I bring it to you rough, rugged, and raw, nigga.
They don't dance no more. It's all about the codeine. Back in the day, they was rocking on the scene.
I am that nigga young dog.
But the one thing that's for sure, and two things that's for certain, is that I am God's darkest angel. Two things that's for certain is that I am God's darkest angel. Two things that's for certain is that I am God's darkest angel. Two things that's for certain is that I am God's darkest angel. Two things that's for certain is that I am God's darkest angel. Two things that's for certain is that I am God's darkest angel.
This is about to get good, right? He's already described, blacks in the workforce. Correct?
Never once mentioned.
He's about to say something very, very interesting.
Oh, I'm going to try to listen.
Oh, bear with me here. Listen, I want you to listen. And then we're going to highlight some of the comments in the chat. This is going to be very interesting. Remember, who is the audience he's speaking to? Describe the demographics.
Yes,
yeah, it is very interesting. Again, the part that I keep pointing out is like, this is not the talk of a married man.
No, it's not. No.
Like, I couldn't, as long as you've been up here watching me, my lovely lady Lisa could chime in at any time. And I'd be talking about hoes and my bitches, and it's going to get worse. I want you to listen to this. Listen to this. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So my point is that, Mike, I'm gonna address the chat right here. I'll give you an example, right?
Mm-hmm. Here it comes.
Jason A-Team says, didn't you say the other day that if you did skip school, it was because
Here it comes. Listen to this. Oh my God, listen to this.
of women? I told a story, and maybe you wasn't here. Maybe you missed it. And I'm leapfrogging off of a story that I told y'all previously. It used to be situations where guys, they would all skip school, and then we would all be sitting there chilling, and they would be like, yo, man, we about to go run bustos on these chicks. And if
you know what a busto is, Mexican?
Is that AKA train?
Yeah. This is what he's talking about. He's talking about blacks running trains on women when he was in high school. This is what Anton, the king YouTube content creator, he's talking about running trains. This is about 20 minutes in. He says, Choo. And this is what his audience is listening to. I don't know. Does that make sense, Mexican? But
so you have to wonder about him. Like this is the liability I'm talking about, and a man with no morals and no ethics. But he calls
what he's about to do is cast aspersions over large numbers of black males, and how they see women as like throwaway, like just kind of what he said about tyranny, a cum dumpster. It all kind of comes together now, if you really think about this. Look at how he talked about tyranny. And he comes from the same culture community that does this.
you know what bustos is? That's basically like, yo, it's a couple chicks or it's a chick or this and so on and so forth. And they about to turn her out, right? They about to go and I'm going to hit it. And then I'm going to say, hey, why don't you let my homeboy get some or whatever and so on and so forth.
This is a Black American phenomenon that he's talking about. Right? This is what he's talking about.
And the chicks a lot of times will be down.
The black women would be down. His supporters. I wonder how many of his supporters, remember 55% of his supporters are black women. Think about this. Think about this. Think about this. What he's about to describe is more or less rape of black women. That's what he's about to describe. How many of his supporters are from the inner cities or from wherever? Because you're going to see his audience be like, yeah, choo, 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 choo. I'm from Detroit. We called it bussos or bus downs. One black is gonna say, we had a song about it. He's describing the black community and their mentality viewpoint toward black women and their, sexual relationships. And the audience is like, yeah, hell yeah. Busto, we had a song about it. I wrote a song about it. In my town, they call it Choo. In my town, they call it train. It's amazing. Like, it's pervasive. Like kudzu. Any of you from the South, you know what kudzu is. You know what kudzu is. You know what kudzu is? Master Kim, you live down south. You know what kudzu is?
No, and it might go by a different name. What is it called? Anything else?
Let me see. Let me see what this shit. Let's see. Let's see.
But in my mind, that looked like an arrest. That sounded like a possible problem. Even in high school, that sounded like an issue. And so I would be like, you know what? I'm straight. What up, OG? I'm straight. I'm good. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to put anything on the line for a woman.
And so in the chat, you seen the black saying, that's a train. Train. Choo. Bus down. This is
Hey, John. Also, I don't think this is the average senior in high school woman. This is like some dope fiend, or someone that's got their head all scrambled with substances and shit like that.
No. These are high school students. He explains it to you. These are high school students. He's not wrong. And listen, I grew up around blacks. I know about this, baby. The blacks in the audience, they're like, yeah. Train. Choo. Bus down. But look what happens. Some of the women say, ew, gross. Other people say, train. Oh, I remember now, yeah. Then another woman said, the same woman who said, ew, said, that's disgusting. Another person said, they call it Amtrak. Some call it a train. That's Two Live Crew lyrics. Some call it Amtrak. Some call it the train. You remember that? Does anyone remember those lyrics?
Oh yeah, Two Live Crew.
Two Live Crew, what is it? Some call it Amtrak. Some people call it the train. Remember that?
And if you remember that song, Ninjas with Attitudes, Strawberry or whatever that.
Oh yeah, the neighborhood.
Yeah. The neighborhood, whatever. That's what I'm thinking when they're talking about train.
No.
Dope and all that stuff.
No. They're not talking about drug addicts. You're talking about this song, We Want Some Pussy. Who remember that? Hey, we want some pussy. Yeah.
Call it the train.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. Yeah.
And my homies like this game.
Yeah, what's the game? Yeah.
Call it the train.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Some call it the train. And this is what Anton Daniels is speaking of when he says in the black community, and the audience is saying, yeah, choo. But his black women who are his what? Majority of subscribers are saying, ew. And these women are going to have to keep subscribing to this Patreon. You know, I got to tell you a story. Before.
And two things that's for certain is that I am God's darkest angel. Two things that's for certain is that I am God's darkest angel. Two things that's for certain is that I am God's darkest angel. And two things is for certain is that I am God's darkest angel. And two things is for certain is that I am God's darkest angel.
this is what make you feel like,
But it's fucked up I had to lose an eye to see shit clearly.